Hey guys, Revan here. Welcome back to MC Eternal, episode 13, where today we're going to try to finish off the Ratlantis quest line and look into a few of the other exploration quests that we need to knock out. So sit back, enjoy the video, and let's see what we can't get done. Now, I have to start off this episode by giving you guys a little bit of an apology. I did notice while editing my last video that there was a lot of tearing going on when I was looking back and forth. I think I fixed that. I believe the problem was the resolution on Minecraft itself just wasn't matching up with what OBS was looking for. So I made some changes, did a couple tweaks here and there, and I think everything should be okay. So as I mentioned, today, we need to knock out the remainder of the Ratlantis quests. Now, I don't want to say I cheated a little bit, but I cheated a little bit and spent pretty much all my money. Well, I was down to about like 15,000, but now it's back down to 0 because, yeah, this game does not like remembering my balance. But I bought a bunch of the, where are they? The unclaimed black market containers. And from that, I was able to obtain the arcane, the arcane technology. I also got one of the Ratlantian, I'm not going to say that word, automaton, automaton heads. I got a rat head. I'm not really sure where I got it from. I was just roaming around here pretty much all day, killing stuff like those guys down there, and I noticed that I had one in my inventory, so I'm not gonna complain. But the arcane technology was the hard thing for me to find, because apparently you can only get it in rare loot boxes or I'm busy here. I'm super can't. Oh my god, this guy. Yeah. Hope you learned your lesson. Yeah, see, I got another one just by killing him, so yeah. Anyways, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? But yeah, the arcane technology you can only get from loot drops or from the black market crates. So I spammed open a couple of them, spent all my money, and got it. So we just need to get a few more things for the Avatar of Atlantis. One of them is the Sonic Rat Brain. I honestly don't know how to get this. It doesn't have a crafting recipe, and it doesn't really say anything, so I'm hoping that it's one of the drops from the feral Ratlantians. The gem of Ratlantis is pretty easy. The rat glove petals, I did get a bunch of them by essentially just coming out here and putting down a bunch of grass in a large pattern and then mealing that, and then eventually a bunch of the flowers actually grew. So first thing I want to do is, where did he drown? Yeah, there was 2 there, and I kind of took my time. I brought a mob imprisonment tool because I want to see if I can't trap one of the feral Ratlantians to see if maybe if I start mob duplicating them, if they'll drop the psionic brains. We then also need to get a little bit into rats itself, because I need to tame one and then put a toga on it in order to get that. These guys, I've gotten a few of them, kind of outlived their usefulness for me. And where is our magnet? So I'm just going to kind of roam around here a little bit, try to find one of the Ratlantian, the feral ones. I need to kill a few more of them, and I need to capture them. Specifically, I'm looking for that brain, and I'm also looking for some of their rat claws. So I'll bring you guys back if I get a moment. As soon, come here, you little, yeah, you like it. Oh, he only didn't give me anything. All right, well, I'll bring you back when I get a few more. Oh, look, there's one. Let's see, can we capture him with this? Yes, we can. All right, now we can duplicate you. Anyways, I'm gonna kind of scoot around here a little bit more, and okay, this time, for real, I'll be right back. Okay, well, I spent some time out in Ratlantis and really didn't find a whole lot. So what I did is I came back and I transferred the feral Ratlantian into a soul vial. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine that with, if I go into the correct one here, with a spawner to hopefully get ourselves a feral Ratlantian spawner. Now this is going to take forever, but what I'm then going to do is put this into our Ender IO spawner up here. I can just grab you. I'm sure that got picked up over here. And we should be able to combine these up in an anvil upstairs and then spawn in feral Ratlantians down there. Now I do have looting on the mob masher in here. My only concern is this is not going to be the fastest thing in the world, and it may take some time of just killing them. But the good news is I did figure out how to get the psionic brain. So that comes from something called a Neo-Ratlantian. And in order to spawn a Neo-Ratlantian, because that's the only way that you can get them, is you have to spawn them, you actually need to hit a feral Ratlantian, that's a lot of words, with a Vial of Consciousness. And that should transfer them or convert them into the Neo-Ratlantian. So the only thing that the website really says is they fly around a lot and are a pain to kill. So we might have to try to make a hole or something. I don't know if they're going to have explosions or anything like that, kind of like a wither skeleton. Okay, so this is going to give us our feral Ratlantian. Now let's go back down and see if we can't start spawning these guys in. So once again, we're just going to come down here. Let me grab my crescent wrench, because I want to get rid of the enhanced energy cable that I had up here like way in the beginning, because this thing takes a lot of power. So what I'm going to try is the ultimate universal cable from Mechanism, because this will transfer 128,000 RF a tick, while the enhanced only does 5,000, and the other one, actually we can actually try that. Energy, I can't think of names right now. I think it's the Ender energy conduit. So this will do 20, and the reason that I'm leaning towards sticking with the Ender IO is because of this right here. So input signal, output signal. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But I have this set up here so that the spawner should only turn on if there's a signal. So we'll turn that on, and if we come back down, you can see that it's pretty slow progress. So our other option is going to be actually, if we can actually retain anything, is going to be taking our point itself, which somehow made it in my inventory and didn't make any noise, and just hooking this up to the spawner. And then if we say disable limit, that should progress significantly faster. So in the meantime, I need to grab one of the feral Ratlantians so that we can try to spawn. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, we're turning the volume down. What are we working with here for sharpness and everything? I thought we had this thing maxed out. All right, so we have smite, sharpness, beheading. So we're gonna need some luck on there. I only really had it set up for the wither skeletons, but oh, we got a rat toga. Yay, we don't actually have to make one now. Awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna set up a little area to spawn in our little guy, but first we need to, let's see, first we need to get it on our crafting recipe here, the Vial of Consciousness. So I think we should have everything that we need to craft this. Like I said, I did get the petals, So I can make that. And we do have feral rat claws in the system. All right, so we have a Vial of Consciousness. We have our mob imprisonment tool. We don't need the soul vial. We can toss the feral, all this other good stuff in here. The rat toga, our salvage book, and everything else. So let us grab our drill. And I will be right back as soon as I get a nice little hole slash greeting chamber set up for this guy here. Welcome back, guys. So I have dug a hole essentially in one of the pillars here. I made it 3 wide and a little bit high in case he wants to fly up. And I did dig it down just a little bit so that I can stand up here, spawn him in, and then hit him with the Vial of Consciousness. And I'm just hoping that he's not going to somehow just fly out of here, but we can always close ourselves in like this and then just hope. So here we go. Wish me luck. All right, so okay, so he's not going to be that bad. He does spawn these portals, which apparently target you and try to kill you, so they're doing a decent amount of damage. And doesn't seem like we can get rid of them. Let me just get out of here. But we did get our psionic rat brain, so I say we head back home. All right, so now that we're back, we have our psionic rat brain. We can dump this in here, and apparently I somehow put my dank null back in the system. I don't know which one has anything in it. What about you? Yeah, that's the one that we normally use. So we'll just toss all this good stuff up in here. We can toss the rat brain in there, the epic shader, which I'll probably never use. And let's see here. The next thing, let's add this, the Feral Ratlantian Bagnox. Sure, that's how we'll go with the pronunciation. The Gem of Ratlantis. And the Chunky Cheese token, which we still can't make, but we can purchase another one. And let's see, for this, I think we have everything that we're going to need. So first, let's just kind of go down the list here. We're missing a couple of the claws, but we should have some downstairs. All right, you are complete. And then gem, we need to have another set of those, and the gem is part of the crafting recipe as well. So that leaves us with just the Chunky Cheese token. So yay. If you're playing this pack on a server, get used to this command. Set money, your username, and however much you want to do. So I think I had about 13,000 or something like that left after I purchased all of the chests. So we'll go with that. Shop. I want to say it's down in here. It is. Accept. All right. So what else do we have other than the avatar of Ratlantis? Can we craft you? If I remember to put the crafting recipe in the book. So, boop, there we go. Crafty, gimme. I have no idea what you do. Power incarnate. What are we missing? Pirate hat and a feral rat claw. Oh, and what other things? Ratilian spirit flame and rat glove petal. Oh boy. So we are going to need to get some bone meal. 64 should be good. And what was in the corner? We're gonna need to kill a couple more of these spirits, I believe. The pirate hats, I thought we had. Unless we kept that over in our simple storage unit. Let's see here. Yes. Now to get this full, there's something in the pack that'll allow for it. Okay, so we found what we're looking for. We need to augment flux reconstruction, and that is applied to the energetic infuser. Well, after a little bit of crafting, and by a little bit, I mean, I have no resources anymore. It's getting bad. But we did manage to get the energetic infuser. We can get it up to signalum level. And that means we should be able to be putting in our... thought I heard something. 3 of our upgrades. We toss on our flex point, and if we toss our hat in there, see if I can figure out how to work this. Energetic infuser allows damaged items to repair. Will no longer recharge items. Essence of knowledge must be set. Of course it is. All right, well, let's go down this rabbit hole. Essence of knowledge. And then as far as getting this in here, let's just take a chest. Actually, we'll take a crate. Why not? You know, go big or go home. If we can actually, there we go. So we're just going to set that up there for now. We can toss our experience inside, grab a regular old conduit. I can't spell. And hopefully it'll allow input from the front. Always active. Can we configure you? Front. Of course you won't take it from the front. This. So if you ever wonder how I build things, painfully is the answer. Hey, it doesn't look pretty, but I don't care. It's working. So that should fill up here. And once we are full, we can cook it up over here to our energetic infuser with our pirate hat. We're just going to have to click this one to insert. Make sure that the side is set up for insertion of items. Ooh. Okay. So hopefully this is enough. And shift right click to access your conduit nodes. And we're going to extract, always active. So now that we have essence of knowledge. Okay, so if I put it in the middle, it slowly recharges. Okay. All right, well, once this is done, I'll bring you back. We can craft our avatar of Ratlantis. The only thing we're going to need to do is go back. Actually, don't even need to go back. Let's just go back to Ratlantis with our bone meal and grab a few more of the flowers. And that's right, I don't actually need shears for these. You can just break them like regular flowers. Now we just need to find our beautiful garden, which I honestly don't remember where exactly I put it. I thought it was right off of the portal, but something is kind of telling me that, oh, it's right, yeah, right here. Wanted to say one of these times I spawned over there, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, see, if you hit it with bone meal, you will get some of the rat glove flowers. And that noise in the background, those are just parrots, as far as I can tell. I'm hoping, unless some like giant creature is about to come out and kill me, which, you know, could be entertaining. All right, let's just grab you guys up. Get a whole bunch of other seeds that we don't need. And where are we sitting? Why is stuff not being attracted to me? Question of my life, right? There we go. There we go. Gimme. All right, we should be go. I see you. Can't sneak up on me. And we're back with a inventory full of flowery crud. All right, well, he's almost done. So I just want to give you guys a quick update. My fusion reactor is still there. Every time I click on this, I panic a little bit. You know, no particular reason. I just, you know, slight PTSD when it comes to fusion reactors for some reason. But I made a few upgrades. All of the cryo stabilized flux duct that I made a few episodes ago and never ended up using, I brought in here along with a bunch of elite energy cubes and just a few flux points, so that if the power goes down, they have these ultimate energy cubes which have 50 million RF per a piece in them. And they're all hooked up to the flux duct, which is going in all the places that it should. The duct is also connected to the reactor itself, so the reactor should be feeding itself, even if the network goes down, like we had a couple times happen. I'm not sure why, but the network controller will just reset and it won't go into a network. But this is currently sitting at it's at 100%. So it took almost a day and a half, almost 2 days to get up to 100% efficiency. Like once it gets up to 98%, the temperature change goes down significantly. Or I shouldn't say the speed at which the temperature change decreases goes down significantly. So as you can see, we have a temperature change of right now of 17. I'm going to assume that's eventually going to get down to 0, but it's probably going to take several days of this thing running. Even though we're saying 100% here, it's only saying 99% here. We are producing 345,069 RF per tick. And that, again, is being run off of deuterium and tritium, if I'm even saying those correctly. But so far, no explosions, because I have never once had a fusion reactor blow up on me, because I know what I'm doing, I know how to do what I'm doing, and I don't make mistakes. Ever. But, yep. Let's head back out to our pirate. I'm sorry, our pirate. Yeah. Because wordplay is a thing. And how are we looking over here? Are we full? Not even close. Are you even on? Don't even know. Okay. So, Ratlantian. All right, we need the petals, which we just got. And Avatar of Ratlantis. Yay, I apparently have power incarnates. I don't know if it does anything. Let's go somewhere. Go somewhere safe. I don't know if it's doesn't seem to be to do anything. Okay, if you hit people with it, nothing really happens. Yeah. It says power incarnate, but I have no clue what it does. So maybe I'll look that up online. Maybe I won't. What else can we get done here? Let me see. We can toss all this good stuff in here, and I have a bunch of stuff on my hotbar, so let's take a quick look at that. Now, the Death Worm Gauntlets, I don't even know. Looks like I need an Iron Chain and a Death Worm Tongue, which is a rare drop. So we might have to go hunting some Death Worms. I don't think I've ever got a Cockatrice Eye. I don't even know if I know what one of those is. Definitely did not get one. I know these guys I've killed a bunch of times because they're jerks and they don't leave you alone. Let's see. Siren's Flute. I can make a Dragon Bone Flute. Do I have a Siren's Tear? I do. Look at there. And Hippocampus Slapper. I know I got one of these. I just don't know if it's in here. It is. So we can take you off. We can take you off. We can take you off. Hippogriff Talon. We never got one of those. I usually leave these guys alone, so I'm gonna actually have to go out and kill a few of them. But we can make the bird dagger. None of these really dazes and slows targets, makes targets fall in love for 10 seconds. Huh. Well, we can take this guy off. And then I say I'm going to go out, do some roaming around, see if I can't get a hippogriff, and see if I can't get some cockatrice, and I'm going to kill some death worms. So I'll bring you back when I get to the killing part. Until then, BRBs. Hey, we actually got the tongue. Sweet. All right, so what else was it that we needed? So we can make this now. So now we need cockatrice, which I still don't know where those things spawn, and hippogriffs. So hippogriffs I'm usually seeing in extreme hills biomes. So I'm gonna kind of fly around until ooh, look at you. You're a biggin. What'd you give me? I'm gonna fly around until I find a couple of those, and hopefully we can get some drops from them. You can't go anywhere. Actually, I'm not supposed to be in there. That's bad. Radiation lens. Oh, looks like we found one. So this is a dead forest. So hippogriff, what do you give me? Feathers. Oh, looks like I gotta find a few more. Oh yeah, I bring you peace and love and hugs. Nothing to see here. Ooh, looky looky. We got ourselves a nice little treasure box we can open up when we get back home. Winner chicken dinner? Give me. Oh, I know you're chasing stuff. Nothing. What are you? Something? Okay. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to capture this guy. Ugh. Maybe it possibly, if he lands, come here. Got him. All right, let's take this guy home and try to spawn him in our base. Helps if I start it. So while we're waiting for that, let's see if we can't pick open our gold strong box to see what's in there. I've had mixed luck with these things. Sometimes you get decent loot, sometimes not so much. So I can't tell if that's a jeweled or a gold, but that's definitely a spider key. Let's see, we have a spider key up here and we have a gold key. So let's see. Yep, it broke my spider key. It's not nice. You just got to shift click these and they'll pop off if the key works. There we go. Is that it? That looks like it. We'll toss our keys back. We don't really need the lock. I am gonna have to start cleaning this out. It's getting a little bit backed up all of a sudden for reasons and things. But let's see what we get. So we got a Sapphire Key, which is a rarity of epic. Iron Chestplate, which is useless. Diamond Sword, which is useless. Leech. Now these will sometimes have decent enchantments on it, but so you can make something to take those enchantments off. But yeah, it's most of the time it's not really worth it, especially if you get into Ender IO and you do this thing right here. You can get all the enchantments you want. And I'm gonna be a little bit smart here and craft up an anvil so we don't have to go back upstairs. We have our spawner, we have our soul vial. And let's combine these bad boys. Toss you up there. Put our point in. Just wanted to make sure we have an octatic capacitor. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit, and hopefully we can get some of the claws. And then we can actually craft what we need. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. And if we get anything good, specifically what we need, like the skull is, I'm guessing, a rare drop, but we need the talon. So, right? Hippogriff Talon. Yes. We need the talon. So as soon as we get one of those, I'll bring you guys back so we can craft up that gear. And I think about 30 seconds after I said I'd bring you guys back, look what we got. A Hippogriff Talon. So now we should be able to craft this sword, which does 6.5 damage, and get out of my face. Not very strong. But we have one. We could toss that back in there and never use it again. So let's see what we completed today. We got the head, and we have a shader for that. And the reason I go through these individually is if I click up here and collect all rewards, it tends not to collect most of the loot rewards. And so you're kind of just left going through and doing everything by yourself anyways. So figure, why not? And this is going to be a good amount of money that's for sure shortly going to disappear from my my balance there. But you know, we can always cheat it back in because that's what we do. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. Geodes. So geodes are obtained in the Between Lands, and they're used. It's one of the rocks that you mine. It's called a dark pearl, and it gives you, instead of a dark pearl, it gives you a geode. And for the longest time, I was having issues because it was saying you need dark pearls, and I'm like, well, where the heck do I get dark pearls? The dark pearl block that you find out in the world doesn't drop them. It drops you geodes. So I did a little bit of Googling, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and found out if you throw one, they blow up and make dark pearls. So I can just spam click these, get my dark pearls, and then when I come over here, I have completed it, and I get some corrupt growers fruit. I also did find the unstable fruit. They actually grow on little plants. I thought they would grow on trees, but they don't. It's like a little bush that you can find, and they're different colors. And I had the hardest time trying to figure out where it was coming from, because I was just like hovering over the forest and they were popping into my inventory, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, so if you find little bushes, just kind of walk up to them and see what the tooltip tells you, and chances are you're going to have a lot easier time than I did finding the unstable fruit, because yeah, I had pretty much given up on the unstable fruit for a while. What do I got here? Pocket sand? Huh? Right click to throw. Blinds enemies. That's interesting. But I am going to call it an episode there. So as always, I really do appreciate you guys watching the video. If you liked it, please remember to leave a thumbs up. It does help me out and lets me know that I'm putting out content that people are enjoying. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Again, that helps me out greatly. And until next time, I'm doing this a lot, kind of rhythmically. Anyways, until next time, guys, take care, be awesome, and I'll see you next time.